Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
On 3rd down, Winston. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
And they should be set up for a big game. They have one of the hottest offenses in the league. They're coming in riding a winning streak.
But we've seen these quick turnaround games really wreak havoc with what you've done previously. Hopefully they simplified their offense, and they'll just let their playmakers go out and do what they do best.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Winston on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From a yard out, and the Bucs have taken the lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back to throw. Nix finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. To throw on 3rd down. Nix sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Nix. This is Johnson. He's got it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix gets it to Meredith, complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Solomon Thomas, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Winston now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
45. Mike, 45.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Winston now finding Godwin, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Again, it's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They run with Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the defensive unit for the Buccaneers as they get set here. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first-half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
Throwing on first down. Nix, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Nix, and he fires one incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. Johnson's got it complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Nix. And that will be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go!
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it here with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go, here we go. Double tight, double tight. 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll throw again. Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. Nix, open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to throw. Nix, this one caught by Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. As for the 4 o'clock games, some good ones there as well. One being in Charlotte, where it'll be the Panthers taking on the New York Giants. And finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. In our game has been Jameis Winston, who's been on target in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
They'll run again with Hunt. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Right back to him on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Here's 2nd and 8. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Nix. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now on 2nd and 13, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Winston. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Ready. Mike 25. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Off play action. Nix rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Well, and it's his 3rd missed field goal of the game, much to the displeasure of this home crowd, some of whom are heading for the turnstiles.
And unfortunately for him, he'll be a hot topic of discussion on talk radio in the week ahead. But I think this goes beyond him. This has really not been the greatest of performances from the top to the bottom.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
This is Hunt, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Winston. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And here now come the Falcons. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun on 3rd down. Nix eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On 1st and 10, Nix. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Watch the safety creep.
Caught here by Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Nix. And this one's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Nix. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Nix. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Winston. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Winston toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Winston now. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Hunt. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Set 50, plant. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. Charles, just a jump. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
They're going to try and run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one, and one was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for two there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
So now Winston and the Bucs down 22-21, a little over 20 seconds to go. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This from long, very long range. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Oh, ball. That's our ball. That's our ball.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.